If there's one thing Downton Abbey has, it's attention to detail. A series set 90 years ago in which the lackeys have the same importance as the gentlemen, exposing the pedantry and intrigues of a crumbling class system. The series chronicles the fortunes of the Crawleys and their domestic staff. But there are some behind the scenes that you really should know, and that is what we will cover in this video. So please stick with me till the end of the video. So without wasting any time, let's dive into it. Downton Abbey, some secrets you never knew. While we go behind the scenes of Downton Abbey, it is important that I mention that this series is one of the most successful series in England. It has an expressive audience and managed to cause a furor even in the American market. Well, that being said, here is an opportunity to reveal some of the secrets of the series created by Julian Fellowes. We will start with the ground floor of the castle. Oh, sorry to say, but the ground floor of the castle does not exist. The producers looked at more than 1,000 stately homes before choosing the imposing mansion of the Earls of Carnarvon for its creators. Downton Abbey is the most important character, and in it, Carson the butler is God. But there is a trick. The servants' ground floor does not actually exist, and the scenes were shot in West London at Ealing Studios, created by Emmy nominee Donald Woods. And what if I told you that Downton did not take place at Downton? Are you planning a pilgrimage, and have you already spotted the famous place on the map where the series took place? Well, you might want to base your destination search on another name other than Downton. Yes, it's not Downton that you have to type on Google Maps, but Bampton, where the images are actually shot, the trap into which the first waves of catholic tourists fall into daily, where the small village of Downton in Wiltshire thus sees disappointed Americans parading through its streets, who thought they were plunging back into the universe of the series. Lady Mary's wedding was filmed in Bampton, a town in the Cotswolds, which pretends to be Downton. In every season, the production teams had to hide modern details, cover up mailboxes, or strip down a living room to make it look like a post office. So if you intend touring the place where the series took place, Bampton is the place. Next up, how actors were chosen for the series. Veteran actors like Dame Maggie Smith and brand new actors like Laura Carmichael, who was working at a doctor's office when she got the part of Lady Edith, were cast in the show. Lily James, who was known at the time for her role in Disney's Cinderella, and Alan Leach, who plays Tom Branson, were also new to the scene. When the show was first made, the people who made it already had a few actors in mind for certain parts. Casting director Jill Trevelick said that she had Maggie Smith, who plays Violet Crawley, Michelle Dockery, who plays Lady Mary, Dan Stevens, who plays Matthew Crawley, and Hugh Bonneville, who plays Robert Crawley, in mind from the start. Some roles like John Bates were harder to fill because so much care had to be taken to get the part right. In the end, Brendan Coyle was the right choice, and it's hard to imagine anyone else as Bates. Remember Lady Cora? Do you have any idea she played in a rock band? What about Carson? Among the many actors of Downton Abbey, some have a more hectic filmography than others. Carson the butler, played by actor Jim Carter, is thus the king of supporting roles and a small star in the industry, with over 50 films in the cinema and many more on television. He is illustrated by some audacious artistic choices. He acted as the Azure Man in the science fiction film Flash Gordon 1980, a French resistance fighter in Top Secret 1984, or more recently the Executioner in Alice in Wonderland by Tim Burton 2010. As for Lady Cora Crawley, the Countess of Grantham, played by actress Elizabeth McGovern, 52. She is the ex-girlfriend of actor and director Sean Penn, and above all, the singer of the rock band Sadie and the Hotheads. The secret of the costumes used will definitely blow your mind. To keep the costumes' original look, many of them were never washed. Sophie McShera, who played the maid Daisy, told the Telegraph that their costumes would start to smell. Sounds historically accurate to me. McShara also confirmed that there are patches that can be taken off and washed from under the arms, but this didn't help much for those long days on set. The show didn't just have to deal with stinky clothes. Alistair Bruce, a historical advisor, said that it was hard to find waistcoats for male actors because men in the 1910s were often shorter. Hilarious, right? It was also his job to make sure that the people who played noble women wore corsets and the right jewelry. That sort of sounds comfy to me. Could there be a reason why Matthew died in an accident? It is told by screenwriter Julian Fellowes, who does not hesitate to say that the actor's departure caught him off guard. Dan Stevens decided to leave the series after the death of the character of Lady Sybil. The actress had only signed for 3 seasons, which could lead to a logical ending. Fellowes, out of time, chose to spoil viewers' Christmas by killing Matthew in an unexpected car accident. Many fans threatened to stop watching the series, but the decision was positive because a happy couple could not have given much more of themselves. Here is another reveal that will blow your mind. You didn't know that Michelle Obama is a fanatic of Downton Abbey, right? Downton Abbey at the White House. The wife of the American president had declared herself a fan of the series. In December 2012, the team of actors were in Washington. She had invited them unexpectedly to the White House. They were in the United States at a reception at the residence of the British ambassador in Washington, where they were treated to a private visit to the White House, which Michelle Obama had arranged with The Guardian. Rumor even had it that Michelle Obama asked the channel for a preview of season 3 then, as she was tired of waiting for its official broadcast. Next, let's talk about Downton Abbey estate. Want to discover the castle's true secrets? Here we go! The real name of the Downton Abbey estate is Highclere Castle, and it is in the English county of Hampshire. This beautiful building has been used in Hollywood movies like Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, and is now home to the Earl and Countess Carnarvon. Before now, did you know that the castle actually exists? Let me know in the comment section. The castle also contains sordid secrets, a fairy tale love, and even a relationship with Tutankhamun's tomb. Among the many curiosities of Highclere Castle, we can highlight the 386 chandeliers that decorate the numerous rooms of the place, some of which have almost 400 lamps. It takes forever to clean all this up, not to mention the original Steinway piano from 1895, the inherited 16th century books found in the library. The 150-year-old main staircase has been redone in solid oak. The 37 Napoleonic-style clocks scattered throughout the house. The Spanish leather from 1631 that covers the walls of the women's room. But the real secret is a smoking room, frequented only by men and family guests, and which is the only room that does not appear in the series. At the beginning of the 20th century, the then Earl of Carnarvon was practically bankrupt, and to pay off the castle's debts, he married a young girl, Almina, who brought in about $200,000 as a dowry and another $800,000 as an inheritance. However, when World War I broke out, Almina turned Highclere into a field hospital, where she treated dozens of wounded. Outside the property, there is a panel with the names of everyone who passed away during this period, including some employees. After the war, following the resounding success of the series, Downton Abbey and the growth of public interest in strolling through the corridors where Lady Grantham, Lady Mary, Mr. Carson, and the entire cast spent over the 6 seasons, the Counts decided to turn the castle into a real tourist spot in the region. Among the sordid secrets, there is a curse in the dining room, one of the main settings of Downton Abbey. In the center of the room is a painting of Countess Margaret Sawyer, and it is said that if anyone ever moves this painting, it will bring total ruin to the family. Whether it's true or not, no one knows, but the fact remains that to this day, no employee or family member has dared to relocate the painting, even though it is one of the ugliest frescoes in the main dining room. The true story of Highclere Castle is as deep and unique as the fiction in Downton Abbey, without a shadow of a doubt. So that concludes today's video. If you found the video helpful, give us a thumbs up, and don't forget to share the video with your friends. Also, let me know in the comments section what your favorite part of this reveal is. Thanks for watching. See you next time!